Hey Cookie Crew, welcome to my channel. Here's another video, and this video, guys, I just wanted to address a few things that I have noticed going viral online, okay? In the UK especially, all right? And I know it's a subject that everybody's talking about right now, and it's a really, really sad subject in a way. So I'm kind of nervous trying to talk about this. My heart is really racing. But anyway, let's get into the video. If you're a new subscriber or if you're a new visitor, thank you for choosing the Cookie Effect to watch. Please subscribe down below. If you like what you see, all right? I'm so nervous. I don't even know why. I'm super nervous, guys. I apologize. Okay, so this topic is in response to Reece Parkinson. Okay, shout out to Reece Parkinson. I think Reece is a radio DJ, a presenter for Radio 1 Extra in the UK. And Reece is one of my biggest inspiration in terms of trying to be a presenter and things like that. And I noticed I follow Reece on Twitter, and I also subscribe to Reece Parkinson's YouTube channel. And I look up to him because I think he's an amazing presenter. I think he's funny. I look up to him like I look up to Reece, and I look up to Ricky Williams, Haywood Williams. Shout out to Ricky as well. He's a radio DJ, huge radio DJ in the UK. I believe Kiss FM or something, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to Reece Parkinson and shout out to Ricky Haywood Williams. So today's topic is about colorism. Yes, colorism, guys. And what made me want to talk about this topic is last night I was watching Reece Parkinson's YouTube video, and he was talking about a TV show called The Love Island. Now, you guys, I'm from the UK, so I do care about things that are going on in the UK because that's where I'm from. And I feel like I'm glad this topic is being spoken about. And I feel like a lot of people need to start speaking about this topic, colorism, within, our communities, even within Black people ourselves, And so Reece was talking about the show Love Island. If you haven't checked it out, go on YouTube. And basically, it's a dating type show where they all live in one house, and they I guess fight for dates, and the last man standing, the last couple standing wins. Now, I think the show is now on its 4th season or something, and over again, as you see on television, especially in the UK, Black women and Black people in general don't get represented or even represented right. Whether it's Big Brother, whether it's any reality show, whether it's Love Island, whether it's even the smallest type of reality show, you always see the token Black girl or the token Black boy, and that's about it. Let me tell you, I did a TV show for the BBC called House of Tiny Tearaways, probably about 10, 12 years ago now. And in that show, of course, I was the token Black girl, so I understand how that goes. So basically, Reece was just highlighting the fact that over and over on these shows, Black girls don't get picked. Usually, Black girls don't get picked, or we're the last people to get a date, or we just end up being the token number in the group, or we just end up being besties to the pretty girl, or any of that type of thing. Now, Reece was saying how this needs to change, and I completely freaking agree. This needs to change. And from what Reece was saying that, from a male's perspective, he cannot talk about women's issues. You know, he doesn't know how we feel. He cannot relate, but he understands and he can just imagine what message that is putting across to young black girls. Imagine a young black girl like myself, dark skin, and we're watching TV and we don't get represented. We don't get made to feel like we can be pretty. We don't get made to feel like, we are beautiful over and over and over again. And so I just wanted to speak from a black girl's perspective, a woman of a certain age who have had to go through life dealing with colorism and things like this. And I'm not surprised that this is happening. I'm not surprised that this is how the world is, because guess what? Dark skinned girls have had to deal with this from the moment we're born. Okay? That dark skinned women, black women, have had to deal, especially, light skinned women, I think they get a little bit of a pass sometimes, but when it comes down to if it was between a lighter skinned black girl or a darker skinned black girl, best believe, guaranteed 9 times out of 10, they will rather go with the lighter skinned or the mixed race uh, uh, girl. So this is not nothing new. Within our own families, our own communities, as black people, dark-skinned women, black women are always made to feel less than. Even from you guys, our brothers, you guys, black men. So I just wanted to say to Reece, I appreciate the message you're putting across, because I feel like it's amazing that a black man is speaking up. And I just thank you for that. And I hope more and more black men in the UK start talking about this. Look, I feel like also, Reece, have you sat down and talked to your homeboys, your black brothers, and see their opinions? Because I feel like, you know what? Being a dark-skinned girl growing up, it was tough. I never felt pretty. I never felt like I was the pretty girl. I always felt like I'm the bodyguard for the pretty girl. I'm the friend that will save you when all these guys are trying to get at you. I'm not the one that gets looked at. I get looked over because of the color of my skin, because I'm darker and probably have a huge nose. I don't know, but at the end of the day, we are used to it. It's not a surprise. It's sad, but understand this is not nothing new. And a lot of black men, especially what I'm noticing in the UK, majority of the male celebrities, these guys that are speaking up, I know people have options. People should be allowed to have preferences, on what kind of person they like. And whoever you date, color doesn't matter. But my thing is, you know, when a lot of black men sit there and talk about how sad it is that black women don't get represented and we gotta treat our black women right and everything like that. Yo, you guys probably have friends in your circle that don't date black girls, that don't date dark-skinned girls. Dark-skinned girls are not the first pick. We are always the end of the barrel. End of the barrel. And at the end of the day, I feel like if you look around celebrities in the UK right now, a ton of them are either with lighter skinned girls than darker skinned girls. And I understand preference, right? We all have a preference. But nobody's preference is a dark skinned girl. Nobody's preference is us. What's wrong with us? What is wrong with us? There ain't nothing wrong with us. Look, we're beautiful. But society has made it to where that's just how we're born. We have to live with it. So it's not a surprise to me. And I feel like I'm not sure that there is a solution to colorism. I'm not sure there's a solution to colorism because, like we say, on one hand, people should have preferences and should be allowed to date whomever they want to date, right? So If you say that, then how do we stop the stuff? Are we only speaking on colorism when it comes to TV and reality shows, or celebrity or the media, or are we going to talk about colorism within our own communities, our neighbors, our surroundings? Because time and time again, a lot of black women get left behind. We get made to feel like we're not as pretty, we're not as beautiful. And then they succumb to, you know, surgeries and things like that, trying to enhance themselves. If you're a black man, how do you ask yourself, how do I contribute to motivating my black sisters? Fair enough. Your girlfriend or your wife could be white, mixed. She could be from another race, and God bless you. And that's perfect. I believe in mixture, everybody coming together. It's a great thing. A rainbow. It's great. But at the same time, do you tear your black sisters down or your dark-skinned sisters down? Or do you ask yourself, how do I help lift up my black sisters on a daily? Or, when was the last time you told a dark-skinned girl she was pretty? When was the last time you and your homies were sitting around and really talking about a good-looking girl and she was dark-skinned, black? It's sad to say, but it happens. We shouldn't just focus on TV shows and things like that. We should focus on reality and what's happening right now in our local communities, how we treat each other. As black people, I feel like in the UK, we're very behind. We're very behind in the whole race thing and embracing our blackness and who we really are. Yeah, we say it because it's a fad now, but reality of the fact is there is still colorism within our own. People still prefer lighter versions of black than dark. It's such a sad thing. It's such a sad situation. When I did that TV show, although it was a kiddie TV show, it was a TV show that everybody watched, right? And the fact that I was the only black girl, it was so hard for me. And I was a single mom at that. It was so hard for me. So I was the token black girl, and I was the token black girl, single mama that lived, in the hood. And that was the way they painted me, which it was true, but come to find out, my child was like the best behaved in the house. This single mama, this black girl from the hood, my kid was amazing. Go check out the show. It was a BBC production, House of Tiny Terrorways, years ago. So yeah, I've experienced that, and that was really tough. That was really tough because I had nobody that related to me. And I found, even on the show, it was just a little bit, the other women, the other mothers who were white, they got treated, I felt, a little bit more. One of them had their nails. They got someone in to get their nails done for them. One of them, they had a romantic dinner with their partner, all provided for. I did a free fall, a leap of faith, and that was amazing. But there is a difference on how we get treated. And I feel like as black people, yeah, we're speaking on colorism. And Reece, I thank you so much for speaking on this subject. And as a black girl, trust me, it hasn't been easy trying to be picked first. It hasn't been easy. It's such a struggle, but to the point where now it's just like there's nothing we can do about it. People's preferences are their preferences. What can we do? But what we should try to do is not bash, is to make things on these TV shows even it out. Even it out a little bit. Give, like Reece was saying, put guys, white guys out on the show that date black girls. There's no point putting all white guys on the show, one black girl on the show, the rest of the girls are white. Nobody, and these white guys you put on the show they've never dated a black girl, they're not into a black girl, they're never gonna pick the black girl. That's like a loss. And that's not cool. Make it even it out. And then us as black people, like I said, the question is, can colorism be changed? Can it ever be changed if the facts remains that people's preferences is their preferences? We can't force guys to date black girls or be into us dark-skinned girls. We can't do that, right? So, like, can it be changed? I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know what you think when it comes to colorism. And if you've been affected by it, let's speak on it. Leave me comments down below, because I feel like it's a subject that needs to really be spoken about. And I thank you so much, Reece, being a black man, speaking up. And I really felt that you really felt really bad for that Yewande on Love Island, and when she didn't get picked or nobody wanted to kiss her. Like, at the end of the day, trust me, bro, from a black girl, a dark-skinned black woman, we're used to it. It happens. It's happened all our lives. Even remember when you're growing up and you're playing in the playground, even it stems from then. The boys will be chasing all the white girls and the light-skinned little girls, and us dark-skinned girls, we're not it. We never get picked, but we're used to it. And so I just wanted to let you know, Reece, thank you for speaking on this. And I hope people keep talking about it. And let's try to uplift our black women by just being nicer to them, encouraging to them, praise them rather than put them down. And, even if a black woman is not your preference to date, at the end of the day, don't put her down or make her look less than and put other people off her, Lift us up in the right way. Embrace our blackness, because your parents, your mothers are black. They're dark, just like you. And it's so funny. It's like, I always wondered if black men, it seems like black men don't have a problem getting picked. Because black women love black men, white women love black men, any other race women love black men. Y'all don't have that problem, and in fact, other races prefer darker skinned men, chocolate men. Most women from other races, they prefer darker skinned men. A lot of white girls I know that they got black guys, they go for dark skinned black men rather than the lighter skin. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's funny to me how it doesn't go the other way with the guys, but then a darker skinned girl is not pleasurable, is not seen as enticing. It's so sad, because I think I look good. Like, I think I'm beautiful. I think my black sisters are beautiful. I think that you guys are missing out, really, to be fair. You guys are missing out on the berries, okay? You guys are missing out on the juice. All right, we are the real deal. But at the end of the day, guys, let me not keep you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Keep having this conversation. I don't know if I made sense at all, but I hope that I did. Thank you for watching my channel. If you want to follow me on my Instagram. It's Cookie Effect Podcast on Instagram. If you want to email me or anything, it's cookieeffect1@gmail.com. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Shout out to Reece Parkinson, shout out to Ricky Haywood Williams, and shout out to everybody in the North, East, South, West London, and also shout out to everybody in the Suffolk, Newmarket, Cambridge, Mildenhall, Lakenheath area. All right, guys, I'm your girl, Cookie, Miss Capricorn, Miss Tell It Like It Is,